Hi there, scrappy friends. Welcome to the Colour Blast channel. It's Melinda Sweetman here with you today, and I am sharing this page that I created, this one here. And if I'm honest with you, there were parts of it where I honestly thought that I was going to throw the whole thing away, but I got it to work. You can see here I'm using a stencil and knocking the camera. Sorry, it does stop in a second. The Snow White colour paste and the steel colour paste, and you can see I'm just mushing it through the stencil. Now, just a quick side note here, I don't think that I sealed my tub up properly, and the Snow White is coming out more difficult than it needs to be. It's got a bit thicker than normal, so make sure that you are keeping the foil on and make sure you're sealing the tubs up properly, because once you do get down to the last bits and pieces, it does start to dry out. So you can see I'm just mushing the colour through that stencil, which is just gorgeous. I love it. And I wanted to go with a fairly monochromatic page, so I've gone with the steel because it's kind of silver, and the Snow White because I knew I was going to add a lot of colour to the background. So I'm just applying some colour through this stencil, and I love how this turns out. I do go back and add some more off camera. And these are the two photos that I'm scrapping. That one of me is with two of my big bosses, my Director of Customer Experience and my National Customer Experience Manager as well. So I received an award at the last seminar I went to in November last year, and super proud and very excited. I'm calling this layout Hello Tiffany because I set myself a goal and I was desperately hoping that I would win, and I did. I will read you my journaling in a little while. So what I've done there is I've waited for my texture paste to dry, and I've gone in with some of the Peacock Shimmer Dust, and that is that's Peacock, and I literally got a tiny little paintbrush and gently tapped on some colour. Now you can see here that I've got colour absolutely everywhere. What's happened is I've applied some water to that colour, and I mean, it's amazing watching this happen because there was you couldn't see any colour. But I had pre-gessoed my page with some clear gesso. I thought I'd done the whole page, but I haven't, and you can see along the top there and down the bottom that the colour's gone a bit all over the place, more than I had wanted, more than I had expected. And so I was like, I think, so I do go in with some paper towels and some wipes and try to clean it up. You can see me here trying to clean it up, and you can see very clearly the gesso lines. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've destroyed this and I'm not happy with it. What am I going to do? Maybe I'll put it aside and come back to it, make cards or something out of it. What I actually ended up doing was I went, you know what, I'm going to cut it down and see if I can make it work. So I'm going in here with a paintbrush and some more of the shimmer dust. Some of the parts where the colour had ended were really straight lines from where I'd rubbed with the baby white, and so I wasn't happy with it. I wanted more of a watercolory look, so I've just gone in with a paintbrush and I'm just randomly applying some colour and tipping the page and letting the colour spread. So I'll do that for a little while, and I also add in some more colour so that I can get some splatters with the same colour. And yeah, I am super happy with how this page turns out in the end. So I've added this, I don't think I've added the splatters yet, but I have gone away and chopped that page down. It comes down to about 10 by 10, I think. I'm adding some splatters, just making sure that I'm happy with the placement of my photos, adding some splatters before I add the photos on, because you know what's going to happen if you do it the other way. Now, I did muck around for a while trying to decide which paper I was going to back it on, and then I mucked around for a while with titles. I knew, like I said, that the title was going to be Hello Tiffany, and I found these alphas, which are gorgeous, but I just felt that they kind of got a bit lost. So I started going through my stash and I thought, why not try some black? I pulled out these black ones and they were a bit too more formal, I think, than what I was after. And then I try mixing my fonts and putting the title down the bottom. Again, I'm not really happy with it, but those Amy Tan foam thickers are the ones that I end up using, and they go exactly where I'm putting them now. And I have sped it up a bit because you don't need to watch me slowly place each letter. So playing with lots of stickers and embellishments, I've pulled out an older Echo Park collection pack that I've got here. I tried lots of different bits and pieces, and I ummed and ahed about which background I was going to use. I love the triangles, but it wasn't working for me. So yeah, I have pulled a few stickers off the sticker sheet, and I will apply a couple of those. I love that arrow as well, but that random pop of red that is nowhere else, I just felt that it was too distracting. So I'm just playing around with stickers and embellishments. Decide to add some pink thread into 3 places. Just ball it up and add it underneath. I just thought that it was a nice contrast. I do end up, that sticker that I'm playing with the little chevrons on it, I do end up using that as a tab to pull out my to insert and pull out my journaling from behind that photo, because I realise, like I often do, that I've left no place for journaling. While I'm mucking around with the thread, I'll see if I can locate my journaling. I'm not sure where I've put it. So then I decided to add in some flares. Okay, so this is my journaling. After realising in 2015 that I didn't qualify for either category of the HLA for coaches, I decided that 2016 I was entering. I had hopes to win, but never actually thought I would hear my name called. When Belinda did call my name, it didn't even register until I saw my 2 photos up on the screen. I had a very heartfelt, and in brackets I've put AKA teary, conversation with Belinda when I accepted my award, but I have come so far and have grown so much on this journey that getting the recognition meant so much to me. I've dated down the bottom January 2017 because that's when I've done the journaling, and then on the top of that tab I ended up stamping the date. So you can see that I finally made a decision about the background, and I went with the floral. Did fussy cut some of the florals out and then decided not to use them. I've also gone around the edge with some black thread, and I'm really happy. It grounds it and it gives it that bit of contrast. I think I've also added in some black splatters as well, the road base colour spray and the steel shimmer spray. So I decided to mount my photo to give it a little bit of dimension. I think I cut most of this out, but again, something else that was just causing me dramas. I did want that photo popped up, and then I realised, how am I going to get my journaling in? Because once I try to put it in, it gets stuck on the colour paste, and I end up turning the camera off again. And I end up kind of making just a little pocket behind the photo, just with some scrap A4 printer paper. But you know those layouts where everything is a challenge? This was definitely one of them, but like I've mentioned, I'm really super happy with how this has come out. I'm glad to have this documented, the story told, and the page in my album. So yeah, I'm trying to attach this. I'm trying to do it all on camera, and I really do. I just go, no, this is just too hard, and it's not cooperating. And I switch the camera off, and I stick everything down off camera. I'm almost at the end of the process here, so I'm sorry, but sometimes I just had to walk away. It was driving me crazy. So you can see here I'm trying to get that journaling in, and the whole photo's lifting up, and then it's not working, and yeah. camera gets switched off in just a second. There are some close-ups coming up afterwards. Thank you again for stopping by. Make sure if you are not already a subscriber, you subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up to date with whoever is posting on their channel. All of us that do process videos do share on the Colour Blast channel as well. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, have a fantastic scrappy day, and I shall see you again very soon. Thanks. Bye.